Immigration Appeals, or BIA, recently ruled that a fixed fiancé visa has the same lifetime ban as a fixed marriage. In this video, I'm going to explain that decision because it could have grave consequences, not only to people who apply for K-1 visas, but also people who are considering getting into a fixed marriage or were already denied for fixed marriage. In the BIA decision, what had happened was a person was petitioned by a U.S. citizen fiancé for a K-1 petition. When they went into the U.S. Embassy, their answers were not matching, inconsistent answers, and so they were sent into investigation and interrogation. The U.S. Embassy sent the petition back to USCIS, who then revoked the petition on the grounds that the relationship was not bona fide or there was no intention to have a life together. A few years later, the same person's U.S. citizen mother petitioned him in F1, or adult single child of U.S. citizen. USCIS originally approved the petition, but then dug and found the previous denial of the fiancé visa. It then revoked the mother's approved petition, and he appealed to the BIA. So you know, if a person is ever caught in a fixed marriage, it results in a lifetime ban. That means no one else in the future can ever petition them again, or that petition will not be approved. That means if a person's caught in a fixed marriage, they get divorced, let's say, and a few years later they marry for love, they have children with that person, and the new spouse petitions them, the petition cannot be approved. Or they're caught in a fixed marriage and now they have a U.S. citizen child who's over 21 who tries to petition them. Again, it's a lifetime ban and the new petition will not be approved. So this person argued that the lifetime ban for fixed marriages should not apply to a K-1 non-immigrant visa, but the BIA said no. Since a K-1 visa is all about marriage and love, you must have intended to have a life together. This decision is very important, not only for people applying for K-1 visas or fiancé visas, but also those of you who are married or intending to marry. You have to make sure it is for love. Because if you are caught in a fixed marriage, it will result in a lifetime ban. However, there are circumstances that I am aware about where people married for love, but USCIS wrongly denied their case because the USCIS thought it was a fixed marriage. Maybe there was miscommunications. Maybe the couple did not understand the question. Maybe one of them, the US citizen was drunk or on drugs and didn't answer properly. There could be a whole host of reasons where a valid love marriage can mistakenly be denied because USCIS concluded it was fixed. In those cases, there could still be hope. In fact, I have handled several cases, and while I'm not guaranteeing results in anyone's case, but we have had cases, and I featured them on my show, Citizen Pinoy, where people were accused of fixed marriage, but we were able to properly package and explain the case and demonstrate that the marriage was in fact real. In fact, even if you have a past marriage that was denied or a past case that was denied because immigration thought it was fixed, there could still be hope. If the new spouse petitions, you can go back and prove that not only the present marriage is for real, but you also have the opportunity to go back and demonstrate that the original marriage, the one that they thought was fixed, was in fact real. The new officer has to hear the case again. Also, if the same U.S. citizen where you were denied for fixed marriage, if they file a new petition, there could also be hope. But it is very important especially in this time of Trump, that your case be properly packaged, all the evidence included, all the forms are filled out correctly, and you are properly prepared for the interview. That's why I think it's important when it comes to your future in America, your immigration status, and even if it's something as straightforward as you may think as a spousal petition, you should consult with an attorney to make sure you are eligible, to make sure all the requirements are met. While it does not guarantee success, it could greatly increase its chances. I hope you found this video informative because it deals not only with the fiancé visas, but also marriages, fixed marriages, and maybe there could be hope if there had been a past fixed marriage denial, as long as the marriage was for real. If you like these videos, don't forget to like, share, and most important, click that red box and subscribe. I'm Michael Gurfinkel, and this is U.S. Immigration TV.